one of the last match of Bistro.
We've also got, as I was saying previously, about the points. Right now, Twisted Minds sit on 73 points for this entire season. Anything, the former Rule 1 squad, they are on 78. That's with the 5 points added to Twisted Minds for at least coming last here at this event. If they get 2 wins, they secure a tiebreaker versus anything in the Swiss. If they get 3 wins and make top 8, that'll be them going to Worlds in place of anything. So a win here is going to put them at least halfway to that tiebreaker.
Well, Gentlemates have pretty insane pressure, at least off the kickoff, and Twisted Minds had some room to work with. The player I am looking out for Twisted Minds is Ahmad. I know he had kind of a rough run at Copenhagen with Rule 1, but most recently in the regionals, he's really impressed me as, I think, the most accurate shooter on the team, like the guy you want to set up for success, and that's how Maassen and SMW, I think, need to fit into this puzzle. And how you assemble this puzzle is what's important about Twisted Minds.
First minute so far gone without any incident, with Gentlemates having a good few chances towards the opposite side. And I want to have a little bit of a grievance out here with Gentlemates. They've moved away from their wonderful pink jerseys, a colour that you don't normally see in esports, and they've gone now back to the black jerseys. I want to see that the pink jersey, the pink joggers, go fully into it. And Juicy is feeling himself today, no matter what he's wearing.
Yeah, and it was a 51 by Twisted Minds. They put it off to the side. Juicy has the reset at SMW, tried the read, but it's an early lead for Gentlemates, where right off the kickoff, they almost suffocated Twisted Minds right off the bat. Gentlemates may be the favorite, but how clean can they be in their very first match of the major?
I mean, the last data point that we have is looking back at the previous major in Copenhagen, and as you said, Lemon, it was a 3-0 for Gentlemates. They went through extremely cleanly. I think when you look at what a team wants to achieve, going through that 3-0 is the first step in making sure that you can do so. And they managed to beat a MENA team to start things off as well. 3-1 over Rule 1. And then they also beat Falcons 3-0. They took down both MENA teams, the representatives from the Middle East. And they both fell to the Gentlemates. So Twisted Minds, are they just going to be the third team to go down to them?
Right? And Ahmad is the guy to watch because he was on that OG Rule 1 roster that contended against Falcons. That was basically their biggest rival. And then once he left Rule 1, this is now a new project with Maassen, with SMW, where Maassen also, attended Worlds, but with Rule 1 and not making playoffs. He had a very good run, top 4 with Roas and Clears. SMW is probably the least proven one. But when you get on a roster as stacked as this, Twisted Minds surely believe in him, so should we.
And there's also quick learning that can be had as well because of the fact that there's only a couple of those MENA spots. And when you look at MENA, they've got some incredible players, but they do typically switch around in the top teams. Like you said, there's a lot of cross-pollination between Rule 1, between Twisted Minds, between Falcons as well, and anybody else historically who has been in MENA. And going all the way back to Sandrock too, you've got a lot of learning opportunities that you can take. Twisted Minds are going to make sure that they're going to take every single lesson that they have learned historically through their region and through every single teammate that they have all historically had. Maassen going for a reset, or at least a block against Itachi. Isn't able to get anything there, and still that 1 goal for Gentlemates being the difference maker in game 1.
Oh, Juicy's off the ceiling, looking for the bump on SMW, but that's kind of a light touch from Twisted Minds in front of the net, and they run into each other. And Maassen removed. Gentlemates have a good lead. Well, they just have good pressure right now. I'm even seeing kind of off-screen Gentlemates bumping, hunting people around. Twisted Minds are very uncomfortable. Itachi missed the corner boost, so maybe you're going to see a slight retreat out of him and maybe someone else. But with the demos continuing on to Twisted Minds, they don't have a moment to breathe.
80 seconds with Ahmad pushing down the pitch for the first time in what feels like about 5 minutes. At the midfield, sees the ball float very calmly just for a second. Minute now as we enter. Juicy towards that backside, but Ahmad removing him, picking up 100 boost. Great chance for offense from Twisted Minds here, starting to develop. Ahmad can beat one out. A shot from Maassen going top corner, just wide. Ahmad wanting to get the dunk. Sees SMW middle, got about 80 boost. Backboard blocked. Itachi's going to be the man to clear it away, and Gentlemates a very firm defense, holding that 1-0 lead.
Oh, a dangerous cross, and SMW decided to abandon the corner boost to just pay attention to the ball. Gentlemates, you don't want to let them have any space or freedom. Ahmad running out of boost, hoping to connect a pass to SMW, and Gentlemates intercept. Not only that, they, I think, got a double demo onto Twisted Minds, forcing them back on defense. 23 seconds. Twisted Minds has had offenses, but not offenses that have scored quite yet. And this could just be a game about finding your footing, not only against your opponent, but in the major in general. And Juicy, the bounce in front of the net, that Mawson escorts over to Ahmad, who's got a fuller tank to deal with, but Itachi steals possession. Gentlemates just have to kill momentum, and Twisted Minds are in the orange end, but this is going long and far, and Ahmad can barely keep this ball up, and now Gentlemates will land this down to take game.
G2 up there, they're in second for me. They are a terrifying team. Europe is not sitting on the throne as comfortably as normal, and that is a cracking chance for teams like Power, who earlier on managed to beat Oxygen, for Twisted Minds, to look at a couple of weak openings and take their chance.
Yeah, that game one between Gentlemates and Twisted Minds was only 1-0, and this floats over to Ahmad. It's a touch over to SMW, slotted to the right. Juicy can't get there with 0 boosts, and Twisted Minds get their first goal of the series.
And look, SMW here, you might think, okay, it's been a little bit silly because he slows down a smidge. The reason why, he sees Juicy land, and if Juicy starts to accelerate, he's then got the momentum to go bottom corner where SMW shoots. If he then slows it down, Juicy hesitates for 0.1 of a second, lets his finger off the accelerator, slows down, and with 0 boost, he then can't get to that ball. Very clever play from SMW when it looked like quite a simple shot in the end. And the opening goal extremely early on in game number 2.
And Twisted Minds have a very slow, careful play, and I think they can pick that pace up as they find more confidence. I think it's better to be sure and to play slow so that you don't mess things up or overextend, because that's how a team like Gentlemates can just fly the ball over your head and score. So Twisted Minds finding those passes, but Itachi finds the back of the net to tie it up.
A routine, lovely play in the back corner. Juicy can dunk on Mawson with very high boost. Ahmad has to stay completely grounded too, leaving it open for Itachi with nothing in the tank to just slot it above him. Between Ahmad and the crossbar, Gentlemates find their first.
Gentlemates, they know how to respond. They only won the first game by 1, but a win's a win, and judging by their faces, they're not too worried. Tachi protecting the backboard there, and Ahmad sensed weakness, he sensed fear, and then the ball just bounced right over him. Great fake out of Gentlemates, and Juicy sends it back. Ahmad playing a very safe back defensive third to not let any open nets go through.
It's a nice play from Seiko, sending it back into his own corner. With opportunities for him to then continue down the pitch very aggressively. Above also keeps that final defender away. SMW up before Itachi can get there, who intelligently stays midfield, doesn't want to try and overcommit too much, as Seiko and Itachi both commit together on it. Mawson, 60 boost, a dunk on Itachi does not materialize, but pressure really starting to build for Twisted Minds. A shot bottom corner, not quite making it in, but a statement of intent from the Mina Monsters.
SMW is also going off the ceiling with like 10 boosts. Like, okay, let them cook. If Twisted Minds can find the rebounds, they can maintain that pressure. That's when you can make Gentlemates really panic. Except Seiko needs to be stopped, and SMW picks his moment. Juicy picks the corner, and Itachi gets demoed. So I like that Twisted Minds are breaking up the team play, and on that counterattack, shoved to the side.
Again by Itachi, diving in front of the net, making sure that the second shot that's going to come in very quickly isn't going to be the one. A 50. Juicy, perfect positioning. Right place, right time. Keeps this as a 1-all. SMW has to go up, being challenged on the ceiling by Juicy. A dunk, bit too much power on it, but does find Seiko the other side.
So far, going into the second half, 1-1. Mawson carrying, looking for the bump, chasing Juicy. Mawson steals the corner boost, and Gentlemates are running on fumes. It's only really Seiko with boost. So going for demos, doing everything they can for Gentlemates to reset the field and find their boost, find a moment to strike back, and there it is. SMW gone, and Juicy with no boost, hoping to strike through the hearts of Twisted Minds, but they defend well.
There's a double shot too coming out from Gentlemates. It makes it very awkward for Twisted Minds to defend, but they do so valiantly. Ahmad wanted to shoot over the top of Juicy, but Juicy dives in, no boost. Seiko, shot towards target, and a demo, it's just wide. but using his flip to destroy the man is evil on another level. 90 seconds now. With Twisted Minds now having turned on the pressure. SMW shooting bottom corner again. Post after post for both sides.
Twisted Minds love that post, but so do Gentlemates. And they even got a demo, and that net was open. Juicy taking it up high, forcing SMW to jump up, get a hand up. And Gentlemates, they got boost, they got firepower. Here's Seiko crossing in front of the net. What a save at the goal line by Mawson. Itachi buying time, keeping it up and getting it to Juicy. This post is getting it.
This net is not going to be rectangular anymore. It's going to be bent into a circle by the time these teams are done with it. Minute remaining. Both sides having massive claim to a win. A shot low from Ahmad. Midfield, nothing from it. Seiko now sending it right-hand side. Juicy up high. Chance for a reset, but flubs the ball. Gives possession to Mawson. And now the three Twisted Mind players can work their way out. Ahmad reset, goes high. A block from Juicy, another block from Juicy. A slobber knocker for both teams.
Mawson got demoed and Gentlemates relieved that pressure. They hope to fight back 25 seconds. Seiko with another. There's so many demos coming out of Gentlemates. Is it netting goals? We'll have to see. Juicy doesn't have enough boost to get to the ceiling. He'll steal the corner. Itachi is up next. Gentlemates are taking all the boost in the world to just pick up the pace. And it has to happen now. 8 seconds before OT. Juicy, the pass to the upper corner at the 5-second mark. Gentlemates will go to match point soon.
Gorgeous shot from Seiko, receiving it from Juicy as well. The final chance that they had realistically in game 2 going their way. But a kickoff for Twisted Minds in 5 seconds. We've seen bot kickoffs. It's an awkward one though. You can't really get SMW actually faking it out. Ahmad with control of that ball gets it long at 100 boost. Mawson beaten by Seiko, but with low boost for him, just a block on the ground. Precise then try and push for that reverse sweep in this series. Gentlemates need one more to then secure a spot with a very good seed, going 3-0 in the Swiss.
Oh my God, SMW started breaking ankles and Ahmad was just a second too late realizing the window of opportunity that they had. And SMW couldn't get a hand up. He's going to use most of his boost to adjust, keep this ball in play in the orange half. Now, Twisted Minds, the one goal they did have was off of a beautiful passing play. It doesn't have to be quick. It doesn't have to be powerful. It has to be surprising. And that's how Gentlemates didn't see it coming, couldn't defend, but ever since then, they downloaded the Twisted Minds team play, and now there's just been layer after layer of members of Gentlemates protecting this net.
We're also seeing Twisted Minds wanting to get rid of all of those layers, peeling them away by going for the bumps in the demos. They've become much more prevalent in game 3 already. We're like 30 seconds in at a time, and Seiko slicing the net in half and smashing it top bins.
And that's what you love about Gentlemates is they go for not tougher passes, but at least in the last game, it was like these air dribble passes, like mid-air, that they're just like psychologically in sync. And then for Seiko to find that momentum and still slot it at the perfect spot. And guess what? Not on the post. Gentlemates, you're seeing cleaner and cleaner Rocket League out of them, and look, back to back.
Tell you what, we're seeing Gentlemates come through with so many more reactionary shots, I feel. Twisted Minds maybe choreographing it a little bit too much. And then Gentlemates, they get a chance, they send it. They want to make sure that Twisted Minds do sit back in their own necks. It suits their gameplay to a T. Get that aggression and make sure they can push. Seiko taking some brilliant shots, flipping past the ball on that win off the kickoff. But we said that Twisted Minds are going to be chasing the series, chasing the game. They're chasing the goals now at this point. 2-0 down with only a minute gone.
Great comms out of Gentlemates of going for the reset, faking, and oh man, Gentlemates, good defense so far. And yeah, the fake, and that's Seiko missed touch, and Juicy was there to maybe capitalize on that, and Gentlemates still only at 2-0, but Twisted Minds, they just can't handle the heat. Mawson with no boost, can't do much about this. Look at Juicy giggle his way to a 3-0.
All the guys on Gentlemates very happy with how that one went. Mawson, it's not a good position for him. 0 boost, balls up and sort of behind him. Has to get the awkward post bounce. And with that one, there's going to be 3 coming through for Gentlemates. A stark difference, Lemon, to what we saw in game 2. And game 1, that was only a 1-0.
It's just cleaner and cleaner out of Gentlemates. When they take the shot, it's gone in, and Twisted Minds, they're uncomfortable, like having to dive across the net and just having no space to work with. Like, look how much Juicy, he can just use the backboard. All three of Twisted Minds have no boost and they're not in position, but they got a lot of heart. Mawson gets the pass, Ahmad takes the shot, and Seiko not only defends, but has a long clear down to the blue half.
Getting it long, though, does just give pressure all the way back over towards Twisted Minds, but the midfield again, sight for more battles. Right-hand wing with Seiko. Getting it a little bit long, but Mawson can clear it away. And we see that pressure really starting to build here. Where have those demos gone? From earlier on in the game, we mentioned them and said how impressive they were going to be and maybe how important they were going to be for the entire layout of this final game, or potentially final game. The Gentlemates have made sure that they will not be having issue with any of those demos that are coming their way, because when I think you get demoed by a team, you start to look over your shoulder and not at the ball just as much. But a great pass from Itachi to find Seiko, or to find Juicy rather.
Yeah.
Still though, the pressure is fully Gentlemates.
Juicy, Seiko finding the corner boost. You see Twisted Minds just running on nothing, gonna do what they can defensively, but how do you keep up with Gentlemates when they play like this?
Pure vibes, pure Rocket League. 1, 2, 3. Back into the net. It's the fourth for Gentlemates. 2 minutes remaining. If this is ranked, people in chat, half your teammates say GG, go next and forfeit.
No one's really talking out of Twisted
That's
Minds.
why you don't forfeit.
You don't need to think, or you don't need to talk, you need to think through the kickoff. You get one at least.
That's why you don't forfeit, ranked teammates. 4-0, yes, it's a tough one, but you can still get a couple of goals back. Give me that precious XP for the rocket pass. 2 minutes, 3 goals now for them to chase.
2 minutes to do it, but this is the first signs of life we've seen out of Twisted Minds with almost perfect play out of Gentlemates. Like, it feels like every shot, every pass they've done has been let by. Twisted Minds are a step behind. They really need to break up these passes or this score is just gonna get uglier. Even Gentlemates not really being tested defensively. Itachi against SMW, Ahmad ready off the back wall. SMW wins possession back against Juicy, playing the mind games, gets the pass to Mawson, who gets the demo but not the ball. And this will go into the net, but Twisted Minds back to square one.
Ahmad now removing Itachi from the pitch entirely. And those demos, I'd love to see them come back. Give Twisted Minds that more aggression to their play. A long shot by Ahmad, finding nobody but Juicy. Mawson all could touch into the center. It's a lot of stray touches from Twisted Minds. Yes, it's got down the pitch, but they burned 30, 40, 50 boost on that single push, and it's not led to anything.
Twisted Minds have to get some offense going, or the time is gonna get away from them, and then Gentlemates can just play a more conservative defense if they want to keep 2 back against SMW. Seiko, beautiful 50 to the side. Ahmad with a great bounce off the corner, but not one that Mawson could really handle. Ahmad grabs the side boost, full tank, is still trying to make magic happen. But with that clear from Itachi, Twisted Minds can't keep pressure.
3 goals to chase before they had 2 minutes to do so. Now just 20 seconds. Gentlemates with a 3-0 here have done what they needed to do to get the most preferential seed possible. They came through as 3rd seed in Europe, and now they're going to be going through in that 3-0 group into round number 2. It's a great push for them. Twisted Minds, a lot to learn from, but Europe in these 2 games that we have seen most recently on this alternate stream is very much on top, not dropping 1 today.
Yeah, Twisted Minds are taking the right steps, but then Gentlemates start their first match with a sprint. Not dropping a single game is what I mean by that. Like, yes, it started off close, like a 1-0, and then OT, and then Gentlemates went...